Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Glory Hunter, episode number 8. And I did a thing. I did do a thing, and I'm going to show you guys right now what that thing was. So I have gone from Season 7 of being extremely successful and finishing off Germany entirely in one save. One season save. Absolutely brilliant. Exactly the way I wanted. We are now into season number 8, where I really only have the Coppa Italia left. I have the 2 Spanish trophies, the 2 French trophies, and the Europa League. 8 seasons in, that's pretty damn good going. But an opportunity came along, and I ummed and ahed whether I was going to take it or not, but I could not resist it, and I have returned to Rome to see if I can win that Coppa Italia. The position came up again after Roma's sort of poor season last season, where they qualified for the Europa League, and it was the Europa League thing that swung it for me, so to speak. It's another opportunity. It's possibly the hardest trophy to win on Glory Hunter because of trying to find that right team that's in that position who's going to be in the Europa League. And let's say the Roma job came up, they're in the Europa League, I needed another opportunity to win the Coppa Italia. I've been at Rome before, so I thought it'd be quite easy to get the job. It was. And yeah, so that's exactly what I did. So let's have a little look at who I've been bringing in. There are quite a few players here who are still on their way out or going out on loan to get first team experience. But transfers wise, so I came in, I believe, actually I'll show you. No. If we have a look at the managers, it was actually Steve Cooper who got sacked, randomly enough. So yeah, I came in 3rd of July, which wasn't too bad after I resigned from the Bayern Munich job. I'd say on the back of a treble as well, which isn't too bad. But they do like hiring their English managers because they've had Eddie Howe and Steve Cooper after me, and then they've brought me back in, so that's quite a weird little quirk for the game. But as I said, there is some transfers to go and have a look at if I can find them. What on earth am I doing here? Apologies guys. What transfers? I don't know why I couldn't find that now. Complete little brain fart. So I came in 3rd of July, and these are the transfers that were brought in the January time to help them out. And I'll show you this guy now. Alessandro Pasquetto is a regen, but my god, he's good left back and centre back. Really, really good. I'm going to pin a lot of what I want this team to do on him, because I think he's got what it takes. Although it's saying he's a perfectionist personality, but he's close to his full potential and he doesn't like big matches, but I think I can get him performing better than that. So as I say, before the takeover, didn't bring anybody in, so all these transfers are near enough mine, bar one that was already pre-arranged, and that was, in fact, no, I went back too far. There was a pre-arranged one here. Guillermo Fuser, I had nothing to do with that, and that was brought all done and dusted. These players, though, I did bring in Klozek and Sergio Saragossa, Thomas Okonomidis, I think that's right. Apologies for any Greek viewers if I butchered that. Brought him in on a free transfer from Liverpool, 18-year-old central midfielder who can play as a striker. It's a little bit strange, but I'm going to be... He's a young lad, so he's in the under-20s. Not really concentrating on that at the moment. But I wanted another striker backup who can also play on the wings. Klozek was on the transfer market, so I thought I'd bring him in. Decent all-round sort of player. And I wanted another really solid winger slash inside forward, inverted winger, and this guy was a decent price. I think I brought him in for, what was it, 25? Yeah. 25, I think that was his release clause. Or no, he was on the transfer market, I apologise. Really good flair, great determination, 21 years old, still got a bit of potential, a little bit inconsistent, but really agile, fast, good technique. So I think he'll do alright in this one. Competitions wise, as I say, so 3 competitions this year. You got the League, the Europa League and the Italian Cup. Can the Italian Cup be done in the first season? That would be perfect, wouldn't it? Let's go and find out and see what happens. Well, as much as I'm not bothered about doing well in the league, I'm kind of gutted at this. We were only 7 points off the top. It's very, very close. Title race, actually. Only 7 points in it between Inter, Roma, Napoli and AC Milan, so that's a good season in the league. Kawa Elias, who was the striker I bought in first time, signed him for Roma, and then I left and went to another team. I can't remember who it was now off the top of my head, but he has turned into some striker, and he's not a new gen. He is on the game as a real life player. So I mean, look at those physicals, absolutely outstanding. He's a great asset, and he's been banging in the goals. He's been at Roma now for 4 seasons, and it's the best season yet by far. So I'm quite happy with that. Samardzic was another one who I brought in initially, and he stayed at the club. They didn't sell him, and he had a fantastic season again. His best season since he moved, so I'm again very, very happy with that. But more to the point, how did we do in the other competitions? Quarterfinals in both, and I actually got beat by my old team, Sporting, in the quarterfinals of the Europa League, and quarterfinals by AC Milan in the Italian Cup. That's frustrating. It's kind of feels like it's a season wasted, but we move on. I can make some more improvements, especially with the finances. I've got 60 million transfer budget now. The debts have actually reduced a little bit, so it's not too bad financially. They're in a better spot, and we're back in the Champions League as well, so that's not too bad. Squad wise, let's have a look at the goals. So yeah, Elias with 28, Samardzic with 20, Zaragoza with 16 goals and 17 assists in his first season. Ritsu Doan, who is wanted, and I believe his contract has run out. Yeah, and I'm not signing him on for another contract because he's turning 33 soon. Time to bring in some young blood. But he's a player who's been absolutely phenomenal for Roma and very, very consistent. Very good player. I'm very impressed with him. But again, 15 and 11. Rafael Luis, 10 and 6. So yeah, overall, quite happy with that. We are going to be losing a couple more players. Goncalves is another one. His contract's running out. There's a couple that don't want to renew. Baku is another one who didn't want to renew, so wants to move on. Pasquetto didn't do too bad, actually. What's his improvement like? Not the best. He's a little bit unhappy. He wants a new contract. I'll sort that out for him. So, a little bit of a missed opportunity of a season. I'm disappointed that we didn't get the Europa League. We're back in the Champions League, which isn't exactly where I want to be. But I am going to stick with Roma for another season to see if I can win that Coppa Italia. If I can win that Coppa Italia, it means I can scrub Italy off, and then that's done and dusted. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. But I still think it's good. I could do it with this squad and some improvements as well. If you did like this episode, please do leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It'd be very, very much appreciated. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later. Ta-ra.